Hi, buddy. Welcome back to Cat's Book Nut. Today is Tuesday. I am a couple days late on this one. This is going to be my weekly wrap-up video. I went to Seattle this weekend, had a really nice time, got a couple books finished, all that jazz. So, if you don't know, Pike's Place has 3 different used bookstores in it. There's one on the first level with the fish outside in one of the literally across the street from where the fish is, down by Beecher's, and then there's one on the second level, and then another one on the third. On the second level is also the comic book shop, which I needed to go to because I was missing the third issue of the New Strangers in Paradise stuff, so I went and picked that up. That was actually the specific reason for going to Pike's Place, was the comic book store. Everything else that I got this weekend and was just extra stuff, so it was great. But what I read this weekend was, and I don't have a picture, but I finished Ready Player One, finished Grave Peril by Jim Butcher, and I finished, where's the other picture? Summer Night by Jim Butcher also. So I finished 3 books this week. It was rather a short week, mostly because I didn't particularly care for the physical book that I was reading, and I was just trying to get stuff done. Speaking of physical books that I'm reading that I don't have right now. So my currently reading, I am doing Just One Damn Thing After Another by Jodi Tayler. It is about a historian. It's a total series, but the first one's about the historian Maxwell, who goes and finds basically her perfect job. I haven't gotten much further than that. I'm also listening to The Friday Night Knitting Club by Kate Jacobs. Actually, a really decent listen. Right now I'm just on the part where it opens up how the Friday Night Knitting Club started. So I'm only about, I don't even think I'm an hour into the audiobook. So those are the 2 that I'm currently reading. New stuff this week. So we're going to start with the audiobooks because that's easy. Audiobook stuff this week that I picked up that came through. So, Altered Carbon by Richard Morgan. This is a Netflix, I think it's Netflix TV show. I wanted to at least listen to the book before I watched the movie or watched the show, so that way I had some sort of background into it. A hold that came up was Midnight at the Corner at the Bright Ideas Bookstore by Matthew Sullivan. This is supposed to be really good, so I'm looking forward to it. Then The Shape of Water by Del Toro. I don't know how you say his first name, and I'm not going to try. But this came through too. I want to say this is a sci-fi, or this is an actual movie that just came out. So, wanted to listen to it at least. And then Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, because Still Me is still on hold. So I figured I'd start with the first story. I like this story. It was a really good story for me. I haven't listened to the audiobook of After You, but I figured I'd start with the audiobook Me Before You, which I have listened to before, and then do the whole series so I can remember what happened. With that, those are the audiobooks that I got this week. Physical books. Nevermore by Neil Gaiman. I actually got my own copy. I tried to start this, and I didn't get very far into it, so I didn't bother counting it as currently reading. Then we have, this was just a random pickup that I've been looking for this book, 1,000 Places to See Before You Die in the US and Canada, because it's part of my research on one of the stories that I'm doing, where she travels all over the country for different purposes, and each city and place that she ends up has some significance to her and to her story. So one of these days I'll get to it. Now that I've got this, it might be a little bit easier. Then I picked up My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. She's the chick that did Shopaholic, The Confessions of a Shopaholic. I haven't read anything by her, but this is on a list somewhere that I've got going, so figured I'd pick it up. And then finally I picked up Moonstruck by Grace Ellis and Shae Beagle. It's supposed to be a lesbian story, so LGBTQ, super cute cover, kind of like the graphics on it, so we'll see how this turns out. So with that is what I picked up this week, and what I'm reading, and what I read. So hopefully I can do a 24 and 48 hour readathon this weekend. It's supposed to be rainy and miserable this weekend, so I've already kind of got my stack set up. So if you don't have anything better to do the weekend before Memorial Day, I'll let you know when I start. So talk to you guys soon.